Camera number 158 of 365 is this Minolta Dynax 300 SI. We perhaps regard this as maybe a beginner's camera. It has a program mode and a couple of creative modes, but apart from that, it's not too much to concern us. So let's just look at the camera. It requires batteries to operate, and the battery is inserted in the base here. So let's just get the battery is one of these rather expensive 2CR5s, and we place the battery, can only go in one way, and then make sure we close the camera door. On the base, aside from the battery compartment, we have a rewind button, and then we have a tripod mount. And then turning the camera on the front here, we have our lens release. Now you notice I have the beer can, 70 to 210 lens, which I use to take the photographs. It is quite a substantial lens. I think it's constructed metal, so it does add to the weight of what is a plastic camera with a plastic mount, so we need to be careful with that. And then we have, aside from the lens release, we have our button where we can choose to autofocus or manual focus, and that's pretty much it on the front. We have a built-in flash that doesn't pop up, it just stays there. So let's put the lens back on. And then turning our attention to the top, you can see that we're having an indicator here that the battery isn't needs to be changed. I don't know whether will it turn on. No, it won't. So let's go and get a new battery. So I've swapped out the new battery, which hopefully now if we turn on, so straight away the film gets wound on automatically to the first exposure, and then subsequent exposures are wound on automatically. And then when the camera reaches the end of the film, it will automatically rewind the film back into the canister. So we can see that we're in program mode, and the way we change our mode is by pressing the mode dial and rotating. No, we don't rotate anything because there is no rotate command dial. We just simply press it and then repeatedly press it, and then we can cycle through program mode, portrait mode, landscape mode, macro mode, sports mode, and nighttime portrait, and then go back to P. In P mode, the camera decides whether or not a flash is required, but we can change our flash mode with the flash button here. Again, we press through those options, turn it off, auto, or red eye, we can choose that as well. And then over the other side we can choose a single release, a self-timer, or multiple release. The camera, in addition to having its own built-in flash, does have provision to fit Minolta's flash. Regarding our film door latch can be opened with pressing the button, and then we put our film in the usual way. And then the film gets wound on. So that is it. That is a very brief look at the Minolta Dynax 300 SI, which has been camera number 158 of 365.